you haven't been back for a while. Like, it's almost been 2 years. Like, that's a long time when you really think about it.
Yeah, I guess we're like coming right up on the two-year anniversary here. So I am a little bit just nervous to see the condition that it's been left in. I don't know what's in the fridge. That's probably the scariest thing to me right now. But you know, a lot has happened in the past 2 years. Obviously a huge global pandemic, but also I got pregnant, I had a baby, I breastfed that baby. I had my son in school for the first time. So there were a lot of transitions, and for that reason I just felt like it was safest and most efficient for me to start filming at home. But I'm really excited to be back and to take a look at where we left off. But first, let me tell you about my sponsor, Clue. So if you follow me on TikTok or Instagram, you might know that I finally got my natural period back after 15 years on the pill and 5 grueling years of IVF, pregnancy, and breastfeeding. I never thought I would be so excited about cramps and bloating, but it really felt like my big accomplishment of the year. Since then, I've been using Clue to track my cycle so I know what's normal for me when I'm ovulating or when I'm entering other phases of my cycle, and I finally have real data to share with my healthcare team. It also helps me make sense of some of the different symptoms I'm experiencing each month, whether that's changes in my skin, mood, digestion, etc. That way, I know when there's something abnormal going on or when it's just good old ant flow. It has been really eye-opening for me to be able to put these pieces together for my own health. So if you want to check out Clue for yourself, you can download it on iPhone or Android in the App Store by searching for Period Tracker today. Do you remember this place?
We have not been in here in so long.
I know.
I feel like it's like a wave of nostalgia.
Totally. Of a time before the pandemic.
Truly.
Easier days. Oh my gosh.
Simpler times.
I want to know what was left in the fridge. Like, I'm terrified right now.
Did you leave stuff in there?
Yeah, probably, because I didn't probably know that I wasn't gonna come back.
Yeah.
I just like made the call.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I thought there was rice in here. I was gonna throw up. Nope, just an empty pot, thank goodness.
Do you still have all your like spices?
Yeah.
And, like, everything?
The plants made it.
Are they real?
They are real. Oh my gosh. So this is why you get like cacti?
Cacti, yeah.
Because they can make it through a pandemic with absolutely no love.
Wow.
They're coming back, guys!
That's crazy.
Oh my gosh. The sunlight has completely like lightened all my books, and I need to see inside the fridge. This is like a lot of beer.
That milk definitely has to go.
It stinks. I have cheese that I am not going to open up. That's going in the garbage. This has been here for 2 years. Yogurt. Oh my gosh. No. Nope. This all has to go. Does flax like survive? Oh.
What?
Well, this is what happens to cilantro when it sits in a crisper drawer for 2 years.
Oh, whoa! Smells like some vomit took a dump in here. What happened?
Well, we got a lot of butter. A lot of butter in the freezer. An excessive amount of bread that is still good. Thank you, freezer. So we can have a lot of sandwiches today. Oh my goodness. I made these for my son. Is there like mold on it? Or is that just like the frost? Either way, I don't think it's going to be fed to the children.
I don't think anyone should
No.
do that right now. No.
We will thaw this out and throw this out. Oh, I'm like, what is beeping? This thing does not enjoy
Movement
anything on top of it. Okay, snacks. So there's just on, but we can make tea and coffee. Should I see how stale these are?
I mean, like, consume at your own risk.
All right.
Rock and ranch.
It's rocking.
Hard as a rock.
Hard as a rock.
All right, that's a no.
So if you recognize the kitchen behind me, you are probably an OG Abby's Kitchen subscriber, so thank you. But I think a lot of people always assumed that this was like my home, but I actually built this kitchen as like a studio space outside of my home, and that was really like my first step in making YouTube like my full-time gig. So before this space, I had a partner and I was filming in her space, but I really had this dream of having my own studio, my own place that I could set up and call my own and do my recipe testing and do my filming and just have it all be mine and have it my way. So for about a year and a half, I would have my whole team here on Wednesdays, and we would do filming on Wednesdays and recipe development on Fridays. And anyone that's been an entrepreneur knows how lonely that life is. So it was just really nice to have that camaraderie and teamwork going on. But then, of course, the pandemic hit.
No! No!
Like most people, I would say, COVID just rocked my world, both personally and also professionally. So while I was trying to navigate a pregnancy and a pandemic and also parent a toddler turned preschooler, I also was trying to figure out how to run my business and grow my business all on my own. And a lot of mistakes were made. So at the beginning of the pandemic, my husband started to step in as like my DP, which disaster zone, let's just say. Then I was trying to do it on my own and film all of my videos and shoot my food content all on my own. And let's just say at some point in the pregnancy, I was just getting so big, it was very hard / risky for me to be shooting my own content anymore. Like getting up onto a table to get an overhead shot of like a food plate, not so great when you're like 8 months pregnant. So like any mompreneur, I had to make choices. And that really meant delegating whatever I could so that I could continue to grow my business along my career trajectory while still, you know, having a new baby at home, breastfeeding that baby, taking my kid to school and home at the end of the day, having that mom and me time, but of course still staying the course on what I want to accomplish for Abby's Kitchen. So I know when I started YouTube, there was a ton of pressure to like basically do it all as a YouTuber. You know, you had to edit your own videos, you had to script them yourselves, you had to film them yourselves. Maybe you got your like boyfriend involved, but the expectation was that it was all on you because you wanted to have that intimate connection with your audience. But as a mom, and for those of you who are parents at home, you probably can appreciate that we need to make choices. We cannot do it all. We cannot wear all of the hats and not expect ourselves to drop balls like all the time. So that's when I made the executive decision that I really had to bring on some experts to just help me navigate this YouTube world so I could focus on making the best content possible for all of you.
Hi, I'm Anthony. I'm Abby's creative producer, and actually Abby brought myself and my team on to help navigate a lot of the challenges that came with the pandemic hitting her like process of filming and creating YouTube content. I come from the OG YouTube world, much like Abby, and there was a lot of pressure back then to be these sort of like self-contained businesses where you had to do everything yourself, you had to edit everything yourself, and it becomes really hard. And Abby took on a lot of responsibility, not only growing a channel during a time where there was a lot of uncertainty in the world, but there was also a lot of responsibility at home. So I was excited to join the team, and Brody, who is behind the camera, is the expert meme placer.
Boom. Knew it. Tell us about it, please.
And the man who makes all of Abby's videos happen. And it's cool to see the channel evolve, because when I was here first, many years ago, before Abby and I were actually working together, it just seemed like she was on the brink of something great. And when you get thrown a pandemic at you, it's like you have to pivot and change and make decisions, and it's scary. You don't know what's gonna happen. So it's kind of nostalgic to be back here and to see how everything's progressed, because the last year has been crazy. Abby's channel has grown so much.
So Abby, obviously I have the insider scoop because I know you.
Yeah.
But can you tell us anything about what's coming up next?
I would say that I am launching something huge that the wellness industry is not ready for. But let's get them ready. And trust me, they're gonna be ready because I'm filming every step of the way. We had so much fun, and it was just like such a whirlwind of a day that we totally forgot to shoot a proper outro to the video. But I wanted to thank you guys so much for coming along with me on little behind the scenes action. A big thank you to Clue for sponsoring this video. If you liked it, be sure to give it the thumbs up. Leave me a comment below on any other kind of fun vlogs that you want to see me do. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time on Abby's Kitchen. Bye.